What's going on, everybody? With Use Your Illusion's 25th anniversary happening last week, it's really an interesting story that I want to talk a bit more about, and I think Alternative Nation really summed it up the best. They did a comparison between Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, and I haven't really done this on my channel yet. And I know you guys have great opinions, and you always give me comments every time I post videos. So I want to hear from you guys. Which album do you think is better? But they have an interesting take on how they debate the albums. Rather than saying, okay, one is better or two is better, they break it down by the types of songs on each album. So they basically choose between the aggressive hard rock songs on one album compared to the next. So as you guys know, Use Your Illusion 1 is always considered like the more aggressive hard rock of the double albums, and they list Right Next Door to Hell, Perfect Crime, Back Off Bitch, Bad Obsession, Double Talk and Jive, Garden of Eden. I love all these songs, and then they compare it to the more aggressive songs on Use Your Illusion 2 with Get in the Ring, Shotgun Blues, Breakdown, in My World. Personally, I hate Shotgun Blues in My World, but I really like Get in the Ring and Breakdown. But if I have to choose between the two of these, I'm going to say when it comes to aggressive hard rock, Use Your Illusion wins for me. Then it comes down to the softer side. So you've got maybe not the ballady types, but maybe more of the slower songs, not as orchestral, I guess you could say. You've got You Ain't the First and The Garden on Use Your Illusion 1 versus Yesterday's and So Fine. And this one is really difficult for me. This one, I like You Ain't the First, and I really do like The Garden, but Yesterday's is one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. I will have to say Use Your Illusion 2 wins this one. So we're at one win apiece. So let's look at the next one, the classic rock 3 versus 3. So, Use Your Illusion 1's got Dust and Bones, which is an Izzy Stradlin song, Bad Apples, which I'm not a fan of, and Dead Horse, which is a great gun song, versus 14 Years, You Could Be Mine, and Pretty Tied Up. This one's simple for me. I love 14 Years. It's one of the most underrated Guns N' Roses songs. Pretty Tied Up is a song I never really got into until I started listening a little bit more to Live Era. And You Could Be Mine's a classic GN'R song that could easily be on Appetite for Destruction. I'm going to say Use Your Illusion 2 wins on this round for me. Looking now at the cover songs, so you've got Live and Let Die on Use Your Illusion 1 versus Knocking on Heaven's Door on Use Your Illusion 2. I'm going to go with Use Your Illusion 2. I think their cover of Live and Let Die is pretty good, but I could take it or leave it. I really like their cover of Knocking on Heaven's Door. When you talk to a lot of people and you bring up Knocking on Heaven's Door, usually the Guns N' Roses version, is the one that people think of, or they think that Guns N' Roses wrote that version. They wrote the original song. They didn't know it's a Bob Dylan song. And then talking about Don't Cry, so the original versus the alternative lyrics, I'm going to go with Use Your Illusion 1 on this one. The alternate lyrics, especially in the verse parts, I don't like a whole lot, but I will have to say Use Your Illusion 1 wins this. It's 3-2 for Use Your Illusion 2. And of course, we have to talk about the ambitious songs. 3 versus 3. You've got Don't Damn Me on Use Your Illusion 1, November Rain, and Coma. I'm not a huge fan of Don't Damn Me. I think the instrumental is really good. I don't really care much for the lyrics and the vocals on it. Compared to Civil War, Locomotive, and Estranged on Use Your Illusion 2. Those are 3 great songs. I'm going to probably lean towards Use Your Illusion 2. So for me, guys, the verdict is that Use Your Illusion 2 is the better album, 4-2. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear from you guys. Which album do you like better? And I think we could probably all agree that there's a lot of filler on the double albums. You could probably combine the great songs and have one incredible album. But those are my opinions. I want to know from you guys. Comment down below. And if you guys want to read the whole article, it's in the description box as well. Does it for today's news, guys. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.